Hello everyone, thank you for coming to this presentation. Let me introduce myself and my partner. I am Gilang Eskismuaji and my partner's name is on the list. We are from Engineering Physics Universitas Gadjah Mada. Okay, in this presentation, we will discuss tidal energy power plant. The purpose of this presentation is to review a tidal power plant, its concept and its potential in Indonesia. First, let's start from the definition of a tidal. Tidal is the regular ups and down of sea level caused by the gravitational force of the sun and the gravity of the moon on earth. Gravity creates tide with two bulges in the earth's mantle, one on the side of the earth facing the moon and the other on the opposite side. The tidal phenomena of seawater can be categorized into three main types, which are influenced by different locations on Earth, namely semi-diurnal tides, diurnal tides, and mixed tides. After knowing the definition of tidal, let's talk about tidal energy. Tidal energy is a form of hydropower that converts the energy of tides into electricity or other useful forms of power. This energy is also a renewable source of electricity. Tidal energy use turbines to generating electricity. This system is similar to windmills that use moving air. The advantage of tidal energy. Tidal power has many advantages. By type, tidal power is a renewable and sustainable energy source that can reduce dependence on fossil fuels. In terms of health, tidal power includes energy generation that is cleaner and safer because it does not produce liquid or solid pollution. In terms of production and yield, the resulting tidal power output can be calculated accurately, making it easier to integrate with the existing grid. Tidal power plants have durable equipment with tidal energy 4 times greater than wind energy. Then, the disadvantage of tidal energy. In terms of mobility and economy, tidal power plant cannot easily be transported over long distance. Tidal energy is only suitable for people living near tidal water bodies. High cost of construction, installation, and tidal power generation. In addition, extreme weather events in favor of power generation can reduce performance and yields and even damage the equipment. Tidal force can disrupt the habitat of airborne flora and fauna. Turbines and dams at the plant can kill over 15% of the fish in an area and disrupt the natural threats of marine animals. Then, how tidal energy can work? The way it works by building a generator that can harness tidal energy. The stronger the tides, both at the water level and the current velocity, the greater the potential for tidal energy generation. The tidal movement causes a loss of mechanical energy in the Earth-Moon system due to pumping of water through the boundary around the coastline and due to thick dissipation on the ocean floor and its turbulence. The technique to convert the wave energy. Overall, the tidal energy conversion technique has a lot of patterns. However, when viewed from the basis of making the conversion tool has similarities with other tools, so that they can be classified based on basic concept. There are 9 basic concepts that have been known for a long time. They are having and pitching bodies, cavity resonators, pressure device, surging wave energy converters, particle motion converters, Salter's nodding duct, Koch-Relas Raft, Rosella's rectifier, and wave focusing techniques. The factor that determine the collection selected for the OCW system is the wave height, the direction of the coming wave, the condition of wave, a topography condition, the location from the shipping lane, a high current velocity, and the location near to the existing electricity grid. Then, what are the components of tidal energy power plant? There were 3 main subsystems at a tidal energy power plant. It was the hydrodynamic subsystem, power take-off subsystem, and control subsystem. Each subsystem consists of several components. The hydrodynamic subsystem is a system that has a function to convert energy from the marine environment to make it easier for generator to process the energy conversion. In this system, energy source will be collected and focused in a region. There was a hydrodynamic bearing that will help the generator for processing the energy conversion. The power take-off subsystem is where the mechanical motion of the marine environment will be converted to another form of energy. The power take-off subsystem contains some devices which have electrical energy, but there is still some small number of concepts featuring compressed fluid conveyed to shore or other forms of energy conversion. In this subsystem, generators have a function for converting the mechanical energy to electrical energy. The conversion of mechanical to electrical energy can be driven by rotating or reciprocating inputs or shaft. Ancillary systems such as cooling, reactive power, hydraulic compressor are also included within the power take-off subsystem. The control subsystem encapsulates components used to control the device in terms of station keeping, power capture from the marine environment, and safety system. For a tidal energy device, the control subsystem will include means to control rotor speed and their alignment to the tidal flow. Principle of tidal power station. The components of tidal energy forming force are potential and kinetic components. Based on this, two main approaches are used to generate power from tidal energy: the tidal dam approach and the tidal flow turbine approach. The basic principle of tidal power utilization is described broadly in two ways. The first, altering the tidal energy by a barrage system into electricity, and the second one is altering the kinetic energy of tides by tidal current system into electricity. Altering the tidal energy by a barrage system into electricity. A tidal barrage is exploiting power from the potential energy of the tides. A tidal barrage allows water to flow into a bay or a river at a high tide and release water back at low tide. This is done by measuring the tidal flow and controlling the floodgates at critical times of the tide cycle. Barrages make the potential energy from the difference in height between high and low tides. Then, the seawater flow inside and outside of underwater tunnels from the barrage, which is where there was a larger amount of kinetic energy. The tidal barrage will extract this energy, the maximum amount as possible, which it uses to produce electricity. The second one is altering the kinetic energy of tides by the tidal current system into electricity. Tidal stream system make use of the kinetic energy from the movement of water currents to power turbines. Tidal stream generators are similar to underwater wind turbines. As opposed to using the rising and falling movement of the tides, tidal stream generator take advantage of the fast-moving sea current, which flow when tides are moving in and out. This tidal stream causes the turbine to rotate and turn generators to generate the electricity. There was an environmental impact. There is an impact to the marine environment from this tidal power plant system. There are various alterations, like an alteration of currents and waves, an alteration of substrate, sediment transport and deposition, and an alteration of habitats for benthic organisms. The quality of the water surrounding the tidal device could change significantly. As an example, due to change in turbidity as a result of sediment transport and deposition caused by altered tidal flow, the current stream will occur around the structure and make the quality of the seawater change significantly. Now, let's talk about the potential tidal energy in Indonesia. From the table, we know that in the energy density rating, the maximum energy density that can be extracted from the Bali Strait and Larantuka Strait is the right choice because it has the highest density score. However, this is the maximum yield, not the average energy density. So selecting the best point also estimates the energy production area. Therefore, the number of hotspots that produce ocean wave must also be taken into account. All Strait is a good choice because of the large number of hotspots, so that the desired power will be achieved. Other factors such as economic, social, environmental, and usefulness of the strait have not been studied in research. The role of government as the decision maker is very much needed in assessing other factors. Thank you for listening this presentation. See you next time.